You saved for months, you researched for weeks, you thought you made the right decision. But then, the problem started. That brand new SUV, the one you thought would be perfect, turned into a rolling nightmare. Uncomfortable rides, frustrating tech, embarrassing reliability issues, and worst of all, no one warned you. This isn't just a list, this is your warning. Because in 2025, not every SUV is worth your hard-earned money. Some look great in brochures, but drive like a regret. These are the top 5 worst SUVs of 2025, and if you're planning to buy an SUV this year, you'll want to watch this all the way through. Once a pioneer of crossover design, the Nissan Murano in 2025 feels like a relic trapped in time. It promises comfort and style, but delivers disappointment in all the wrong places. The design trap. At first glance it looks sleek, but under the hood it's still using the same aging V6 engine that dates back over a decade. No hybrid, no turbo, no innovation. Infotainment system or time machine. Hop inside and you're greeted with tech that feels like it was designed in 2016. Slow response, laggy interface, and missing features that come standard in cheaper competitors. For a 2025 SUV, that's unforgivable. Handling that handles nothing. The Murano's steering feels numb. Road feedback? None. Try cornering and you'll feel the weight shift awkwardly, like it's trying to remember how to be an SUV. Reliability concerns. Reports from early owners mention transmission jerks, failing infotainment screens, and inconsistent build quality. For a starting price north of $38,000, the Murano doesn't offer modern performance, efficiency, or value. It's a car frozen in time asking for a premium. Once a sports coupe, now an SUV, the Eclipse Cross has had an identity crisis ever since its debut, and in 2025 that confusion hasn't gone away. A sporty name without the sport. It's called Eclipse, but this SUV doesn't shine. It hides in the shadow of better competitors. Acceleration is sluggish, powered by a weak 1.5-liter turbocharged engine that struggles under load. Interior illusions. Sure, the cabin looks modern at first, but touch the materials and you'll find hard plastics, thin fabrics, and rattling trims. It feels more economy class than crossover. Awkward proportions. The sloped rear window kills visibility and rear seat headroom is tight, even for average-sized adults. Cargo space? Forget it. You'll be playing Tetris just to fit in groceries. Why it's here. In a world where Hyundai and Kia are redefining affordable excellence, the Eclipse Cross feels like it's barely trying. If Mitsubishi wants to stay in the SUV game, it needs a radical reinvention. Right now, it's just coasting on a badge from the past. Now don't get us wrong, the 2025 Chevy Trax has seen some improvements. The exterior is sharper, the infotainment is newer, but once you scratch the surface, the cracks appear fast, especially in the base model. Base model blues. Missing safety features, manual seats, no wireless charging, and no AWD option. In 2025, even budget-conscious buyers deserve better. Underwhelming performance. The 1.2-liter turbo engine sounds good on paper until you try to merge on a freeway. Acceleration is sluggish, the CVT whines, and highway drives feel tense instead of effortless. Built to a budget, and it shows. Chevy kept the price low, but it comes at the cost of sound insulation, ride quality, and comfort. It's loud, bumpy, and feels like it was designed purely for fleet use. What's the alternative? For just a few thousand more, you could get a Kia Seltos or Hyundai Kona, both offering better power, comfort, and features. The Trax isn't offensive, it's just disappointing, and in today's market, just okay doesn't cut it anymore. Jeep, a brand built on rugged history and off-road prestige. But the 2025 Jeep Compass doesn't live up to the legend. Identity crisis. It wants to be premium, but isn't. It wants to be off-road capable, but isn't. What it is, unfortunately, is overpriced and under-delivering. Interior that tries too hard. Jeep updated the interior in recent years, but it still doesn't justify the Compass's price tag. The infotainment is fine, but build quality feels inconsistent. Plastic panels flex, buttons feel cheap. Performance problems. The 2-liter turbo engine sounds promising, until you deal with its jerky throttle response and the 9-speed automatic transmission that can't seem to pick a gear. It's neither smooth nor powerful. Questionable reliability. Jeep's history with reliability isn't exactly spotless, and the Compass seems to carry that torch. From electronic glitches to engine stutters, owners have reported a frustrating experience. Better choices exist. In a segment full of winners, like the Mazda CX-5 or the Toyota RAV4, the Compass gets lost in the crowd. It's not a bad car, but it's not a good one either. Volkswagen promised premium German engineering in a compact SUV format, but the 2025 VW Taos is a textbook example of how execution can fail expectation. On paper great, in reality, meh. The 1.5-liter turbo engine seems decent, but in real-world driving, the Taos suffers from weird transmission behavior and turbo lag that can catch you off guard in city traffic. Build quality disappointments. This was supposed to be VW's answer to the budget-conscious premium SUV. Instead, you'll find cost-cutting in strange places. Thin door panels, inconsistent dash fitment, and rattles even in new models. AWD model woes. The AWD version comes with a dual-clutch transmission that jerks at low speeds, not ideal for daily commutes or family hauls. Ownership woes. Long-term ownership data is starting to trickle in, and it's not great. From water leaks to electronic glitches, early owners are sounding the alarm. In short, the Taos tries to be upscale, but ends up being frustrating. If you want German quality at a fair price, the Taos might just remind you why that's a rare combination. Every year, automakers roll out dozens of new models, hoping you'll fall for the marketing before the test drive. But behind the LED headlights and glossy paint jobs, there are always a few SUVs that just don't deliver. Now you know which ones to avoid. So before you buy your next SUV, don't just look at the spec sheet, look at the ownership experience, look at the reviews, look at the hidden costs. And most importantly, subscribe for more brutally honest car reviews, stories, and breakdowns that help you spend smarter, drive safer, and own better. Your next car shouldn't be a gamble. Let's make sure it's the right one.